Well, good morning. I woke up hungry. So we're going to make something. One of the kids at school, Kaylee, said make some with cinnamon. Mm. So I thought that's a great idea because I like cinnamon. I like sweet rolls. Honey, I like that kind of thing. But since that's really kind of sweet, I'm not going to make these as large. I'm going to cut them small, and we're going to make 3 different kinds. Well, they're all going to be the same kind with cinnamon in them. And we'll have 3 different kind of toppings. How about that? So right off the bag of our flour, we're going to start like we usually do with 2 cups of flour. 2 cups of flour. There we go. And then this is a 1/4 cup of shortening. This is Crisco, or you could substitute butter if you wanted to. Make it a lot buttery. Butter's good. I like using butter too. But it's Christmas, and sometimes we use a lot more butter with, like rolls and all the other yummy things that we have. So I'm going to get this cut in a little, and then let's get. I didn't do that as usual, did I? I usually use the back of the spoon. So now I'm going to get some milk. I forgot to get that out. Now, the recipe calls for either buttermilk or sweet milk. I'm going to start out with, this is sweet milk. And it says 3/4, but I'm going to start out, with 2/3 a cup. And look at that. No, I want a little bit more, so I'm going to add some more. Maybe if this won't do, we're going to put a little, yeah, okay, that's more the consistency we want right there. All right, so we'll move the milk out of the way and get ready to put this out on the countertop. Try not to overwork it. All right, let's put this out on the countertop. Ta-da. All right. So now that we have it sort of going, what I'm going to do, instead of making it look like cinnamon rolls where you just have a swirl, I thought about having, this is brown sugar. This is brown sugar, cinnamon, and some melted butter. And I'm going to put only half of it and then start rolling it because I would like to have it kind of a marbled look. Okay, so I'm going to fold this over and put some on here and fold it over again. All right. I may not be able to use all of it. Yeah, I am. I'm just going to use all of it. And then that way when we start cutting it out, maybe when it cooks, it'll have sort of a marbled looking look to it. And I'm going to use a smaller one because I want to be able to taste some that have like 3 different toppings. We'll show you that when we get them out of the oven. So see, there's one. So we'll see how these work. The first ones I cut out are probably going to wind up looking the best because as we continue to roll it over, the marbling in it might mess up just a little bit, but that's okay. We anticipated that. I'm going to pray it'll be cracked on the top. That's not a problem. Okay. Now, if you wanted them to have marbling on a lot more of them, then you probably could have. That's going to make a big mess right there. Okay. Now let's bring it all together. Okay. This is making more than I thought it was going to make. This is awesome. That way we get to try different things. Love it. Yeah. Okay. You could have just gone ahead and put cinnamon and sugar like in the biscuit and just mixed it all up together, but then it would just wind up being like the whole thing would be cinnamon instead of like it is now. It's going to be kind of like a marbled look to it. So I'm cooking these at instead of 350, I have it on 385. Now the instructions say cook at 475, but I've never cooked biscuits that hot before. I think maybe one episode I might do it just for the fun of it to see how long and how my oven does on it, because it says in here that to heat the oven to 475 and then bake 8 to 10 minutes. So if you're using white lily or gold medal or whatever flour you use the recipe that it calls for, or use your favorite. So now what we're going to do, as usual, we're going to clean up our mess. We'll get ready for the toppings on it, and I want some protein, so I'll probably maybe have some cheese, maybe cut up an apple with some yogurt, something like that, or I don't know, maybe scramble a couple of eggs. But I know I can't just have cinnamon biscuits, so let's clean up this mess, and we'll be back. Okay, I think this is. Let's turn these off. The whole house, it smells so good. All right. Okay, so right off, I know that I probably had too much butter. I mean, I know you can't have too much butter, but we probably had too much butter in the cinnamon. So, which that's okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna move them. Move them over. Well, yeah, let's move them over here so we can get them off the pan. I don't want the sugar to keep crisping up. Sometimes that's a good thing, but man, these smell so good. Ooh. I have to eat that one first. All right. So, what we're going to do with some of them, we're going to put some butter, and then not on all of them, but on some, we're just going to put some butter, and then we'll put a dash of cinnamon on top. Okay. Put a dash of cinnamon. Here we go. Not much. There we go. Just enough to continue the fragrance. Okay, and some others. This is just a regular. You would probably make this glaze out of sour cream cheese and sugar, powdered sugar. Mm-hmm. So we'll put some on these, and then some of them. Susan made some really good roasted pecans, so I ground up some of those. So just in case you have some folks in your family that like nuts, so these, since we have these, we're gonna break these open and put those on my plate because my plate's ready. I have my couple of eggs. So this is the one we just put butter on. We'll break it open and see how it looks. Has some layers in there. Oh wow, that's really good and light. If the cinnamon and sugar and brown sugar would have been just mixed all in it, it would taste too much like a tea cake. But there's enough difference in the flavors that you can get the biscuit flavor. I know I'm gonna like this one because I like the cream cheese, the topping. Wow, and the layers. Yep. Oh boy. I'm glad I made these smaller so I can have at least 3. But I did make my I did make a couple of eggs, so I do have some protein. And I'm just gonna bite into this one. Oh man. I like it with the pecan. If you like pecans or walnuts on your cinnamon rolls or anything like that, you're gonna like this, especially right out of the oven. All of it still has the crunchiness of the biscuit, but the inside is really light and flaky. I think you're gonna like that. I'm not gonna eat all of these. I promise. So those have butter on them. There's enough. I'll put 4. I'll have 4 with butter, 4 with pecans, and then 4 with just the icing and the pecans. So yeah, make this one. It's a little probably messier than one of the other biscuits, but not as messy as when we did the sweet potatoes and the pumpkin. But these are really tasty and lovely. And if you like cinnamon rolls, you're gonna like this. And you could have them for Christmas morning or New Year's, whenever, or golly, just anytime. They're really good. I'm looking forward to enjoying them. So have a wonderful Merry Christmas. Thanks for joining us. We may or may not have a video next week because it's New Year's and you're going to be out. So go back and look at one of the other videos, maybe to tie you over. Pick out one of the favorites, make a comment. Let me know what you want us to try in the coming videos. I can't wait to have these. I'm about to pour me some coffee now. Thanks so much for joining us. Merry Christmas.